Similarly, Yogi had great love for our ashram. When his car would come on the corner of the road, Yogi would start looking through the window. Our ashram building, this building was being under construction. So Yogi would always look at this building and bless. And all the workers here would stop their work and come and stand between them. Yogi would bless them. So that way Yogi ji has blessed this building, blessed the workers. So Yogi ji once told me, this beggar was fascinated by this building. He would always be seeing the building from the corner until he passes away to his ashram. So there is some way where he was always connecting. Sir, some incident, small. The yogi's statue, when it was done, the person who did was one Kalasagaram Rajagopal, who was a friend of mine whom I knew at the Ramanashram days. So he used to come and stay here. Sometime Yogi would come to see him. So he almost entered every room of Anagraha building. So he's come here, sat here. So every time he would come, it would be a blessing. And then whenever we celebrated Bhagavan's Jayanti, Bhagavan's Aradhana, these two functions we used to celebrate. So when I would go and give the invitation, he would keep the invitation in his hand until the function is over. Throughout the day and night for few days he would be holding the invitation with his hand and he would bless. So once on a Jayanti day, Bhagavan's Jayanti day, he came. Morning around 7:30, 8 o'clock or so he came. He said, don't change any of your programs. You go ahead with your programs as scheduled. And that day I was to give a talk on Bhagavan's teachings for an hour. He asked me to sit on the dais. He refused to sit on the dais. He sat on the floor. And he said, go ahead with your. So I had to speak for an hour, which he listened patiently. Then there was some songs, some devotional songs or some. When this session was over, it was 11 o'clock or so. Then when that session was over, the morning session was over. So he got up, he looked at Devaki, said, like a small child, he said, Devaki, Tyagaraja Swami, சாப்பாடு போடுவார் தேவிக்கு நாமெல்லாம் போய் சாப்பிடலாம். It means he said, Tyagaraja Swami would feed us. We would go and eat. So with lot of joy he came. And there were hundreds of sadhus sitting here for Maheshwara Puja, for feeding. So he went and sat among one of them. So every sadhu was delighted. He partook the prasad of Bhagavan. So he blessed us. So similarly for an Aradhana day also he came and blessed. So there are occasions when he sat for hours on. And once he came without any reason. He just came like that. So in the morning, he was about to go to the ashram. But he felt like coming here, so we took him. We went up, sat in the meditation hall with Devaki and other attendants and me. He took my hand and kept on his lap. And he was looking at the statue for hours, for more than hours. Then I could feel he is pouring all the grace on the statue and on the ashram was. What he did to the statue, his own statue, exactly that is what he transferred something, and you could feel the palpable energy and peace and love inundating. But he was a bit mischievous also, in a playing mood. So that day he was praising me like anything. Oh Devaki, see this Tyagaraja Swami. He is doing such nice things. This beggar is useless, Devaki. He is doing nothing, this beggar is doing nothing. Tyagaraja Swami had built this beautiful ashram. He takes care of sadhus. He gives food for sadhus. What this beggar is doing, useless beggar? Then he would say, he is giving medical care to sadhus. Then he said he had established Bhavan here. There is satsang. So he was praising me to heavens everywhere. And then he would come, oh, this beggar, he does nothing. He does nothing. Like that he was talking to us. And holding my hand, keeping it on my lap, he was talking like this. I was looking, I was keeping quiet for some time. Then I thought, he's really, playing. I understood. So I said, Swami, you are doing a great thing. Doing nothing is the greatest thing that one can do. Since I am not able to do that, I am doing all these things. For you, you are doing nothing is the greatest thing that one can do. Since I am not unable to be in that state, I am just doing that. He was so happy. He was beating me on the laps like this, like a child. And he was, with both hands, he was beating the floor. And he was laughing and laughing and laughing. And roars and roars of laughter. He could not contain his joy. He was so happy when I said, you are doing nothing, that's the great thing. So the moment he felt that I had understood that, he was made him so happy. He doesn't know what to do with his joy. He was beating the floor like this. I felt that this building would crumble down. The stone building would crumble down like that. And he was unable to keep his joy. Then he pushed my head like this. I was like that. He was beating my back like the bum, dum, bum, bum, bum. So, we had some beautiful moments where we could feel, this together.